If there's anything that baffles me and really, really irks me, it has to be wasting food. Seriously. A lot of us think we don't waste food, but I think many of us inadvertently do. Let's talk about this. Back in a minute. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Jan. Welcome to another episode on my channel, the Save Money and More with Jan channel. Before we get into the show today, I just want to wish one of my grandchildren a happy 20th birthday. 20th birthday. What a milestone you're getting there, kid. Hope you're listening. Grandma loves you. I love all of you that's listening. All right. I want to talk today about food waste. How can we avoid it? I don't think people do it intentionally, although some people think that things, should go out. And, well, we'll talk more about that in a couple of minutes. What could we do to avoid food waste? It starts with the basics. It starts with the basics, and it's by keeping in touch with our own inventory. How many times have I heard stories of people getting rid of things that, they thought was past its prime, and that's not necessarily the case, because some people confuse best if used by date, with a pure expiration date. And even certain things can go a little bit past expiration. I'm not talking about a lot of past expiration, but that's for its own show. But one of the main emphasis today is that we need to pay a little more attention to our inventory, whether it's in our refrigerator, especially our freezers, more so than even the stuff sitting on the stable shelving. Okay. Although you have to rotate that. So make no mistake, you have to do that too. You put the newest stuff in the back and you put the older stuff up front. I mean, that's pretty kind of like the common way to do that. Okay. But there's another thing that I believe that people could do, and it starts with food savers. Wow, what are you talking about, Jen? Do you think it's time to purchase a bunch of brand new food savers? Or some of them without covers, or they're so used up, bent up, and really seriously cruddy, to be honest with you, for lack of a better word? Is there a possibility that maybe you need some brand new food savers? Well, it's the holiday season. And if somebody asks you, think about this. What would you like? You could get some really nice food savers for yourself as a gift, because I look at it this way. Any food that is saved is money saved. And it's just wrong to waste food. Here's another example of wasting food. The common thing that happens, especially at the holiday season. Now, we have Thanksgiving coming up pretty imminently. Am I right or am I right? Well, here's what I have personally attested to and have seen happen. I saw someone, it was a wonderful gathering. This is years ago. I saw someone practically tossing out 3/4 of a turkey, thinking that it was finished. No, no, I stopped that person. I said, "You're ready to get rid of that?" Well, yeah, that person thought that turkey was pretty much used up. Can I tell you, there was a ton of meat, hidden meat on there that a lot of people don't pay attention to. And a lot of people commonly make that mistake around the holiday time, around especially Thanksgiving, which really surprises me, because people wait so long for that beautiful turkey, and it's not an oftentimes thing that people do, whatever. So it shocks me. And I don't know if people sometimes dispose of the bird way too fast just to make space in the refrigerator, or they don't feel like cleaning it. There must be some sort of a hidden agenda there, if you will. I know that sounds crazy, but a lot of people commonly do this during the holiday season. Hang on for a minute. I wish some more people would be doing the following. Yeah. So way more often than not, people discard of their chicken, their turkey, even certain roasts. They just I don't know why. I don't know why. So let's pay more attention to that. I mean, there are so many things you could do with a turkey. That's like, of course, get all the meat off of it that you can. Pack it up right away. Freeze it up. Make little packages. Freeze it up. It'll pay. It'll pay for itself in the future. So I took that. By the way, when I went to that person's house, I said, "Would you mind if I take it home?" They were like, "No, take it home." I said, "Well, thank you." So then they wrapped it up and gave it to me. And I got so much use from that turkey. It wasn't even funny. Right down to the turkey soup bones, if you will, everything. I just can't stand food waste. And there's so many reasons. Number one, it's just wrong in the first place. There's so many people, like grandma used to always say, there are people who are hungry in the world. It's true. It wasn't to lay down a guilt trip on us. It was to remind us of the value. And also of, with the cost of food these days, hopefully maybe we'll get a little break one day down the pike. I don't foresee that. Usually when food rises in cost, usually kind of stays there. I hope I'm wrong. I want to be wrong on that one. But in the meantime, no matter what the cost, it's just, really just a wrong thing to be wasteful. Am I right? Or am I right? All right. So find other ways, because when your food is saved, you're saving money. I always say this: food in the freezer is money in the bank. Okay. The only time there's an exception is for the rare power outage that goes on beyond 72 hours. You see where I'm going with that. Okay. So, all right. So let's start with the basics. Let's reiterate. Let's recap this. If we are more mindful of our current inventory, very, very important. That means take a look. Part of being mindful of our current inventory is, of course, maintaining our refrigerator. How many times have we gone over that issue? Okay. And always, 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 before a grocery haul, whatever's left over in like your fresh, the fresh foods in your fridge, do something with it. Make a smorgasbord meal or something. So that is all cleared out before you replenish your stock in your refrigerator. And then you're repeating the cycle of the good, fresh food. Doesn't that seem logical to you? It seems logical to me. And then, of course, don't be a stranger to your grocery stockpile. Keep in touch with it, if you will. Look around. What needs to be, used soon? Your stockpile is not there as a decoration. That's another thing. I think a lot of people, they're so cute with it. Like, it looks so cute. All right. You get it to look like a certain way. You're like, okay, now I'm done. No. Your inventory in your longer term stockpile is not a decoration. And yes, it can look cute. I get it. A little mini grocery store in your home or apartment. I get it. But it's there to be used. So 3 things I recommend. Be in touch with your own inventory, especially your fresh foods, okay? Your stockpile, of course, longer term foods, double check that. And if you need, like I said, brand new food savers, you could get them from the sublime to ridiculous in cost. This is the time of the year you could get some really good quality food savers that really will work for you. This is the way I feel about it. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you do to save your food, to make sure it's never, ever, ever wasted? Give us some ideas on what you do. Do you make some extra interesting dishes? Do you turn it all into soups or stews? What can you do to avoid food waste? Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate everybody's time. Have an amazing, fantastic day. And let's see what this lady does. Have an amazing, fantastic day. Take good care of yourself and your lovely family.